Okay, so today it's just going to be a really quick video. It's too hot to be messing about doing this, but I want to do the best I can while I'm melting. So I've got two new Lattafas. Well, they're new to me. I'm not sure how new they are coming out, but you know, in the UK they are pretty new. And we've got blue Oud and opulent Oud. Packaging is exactly the same for both. No difference whatsoever. Even when it comes to the bottles, exactly the same, just one's blue and one's black and gold. That's it. We'll start with blue Oud, I think. So I'm not going to go into the packaging, the bottle or anything, but I'm just going to show you the sprayer because it's the same on both. So it's a pretty good sprayer, puts out a decent amount, goes across the room quite fast, so can't complain at that one. There's not a lot of information on this one, and the most information I've managed to sort of glean for this one is, as far as the notes go, is Cambodian Oud, blue musk and Indian Oud. Now I'm not sure how true that is, because I don't get any Oud in it whatsoever. I get a lot of musk and a bit of sandalwood. The Oud seems to be missing, so the name is pretty much redundant. Should be blue musk really. For me, it's not really something that I enjoy wearing because I don't really like musky scents. Musky scents are not really something that I particularly go for. There's only really one musk scent that I do like, or a scent with a prominent musk note in it, and that's Creed Himalaya. I don't even like that one that much, but it's decent. This one though, it's a little bit too musky for me. I didn't know blue musk was a thing. Maybe it's just a bit of marketing, I don't know, because I've never heard of blue musk before. But performance is good. 8 hours minimum for this one. Probably 3 to 4 hours projection. Not heavy projection, but if you're kind of, you know, in and around people, they'll smell it, put it that way. Pricing is about £12 UK. This one I'd say is definitely unisex, 100% unisex. Because like I say, there's nothing in there that really screams like masculine, you know. So definitely unisex. I can't really say any more about it because I haven't really given it that much thought, you know. It's really simple scent, like I say, it's just got a bit of musk in there and a bit of sandalwood. The Oud, I mean, if there is Oud in there, it's like really minimal amounts because I'm struggled to pick it up. There's slight woodsy notes in there, but nothing what screams Cambodian or Indian Oud to me. That's just my opinion, and I'm just going off the notes what I found online. They could be wrong. To my nose, it's a lot of musk, a bit of sandalwood, and minimal woodsy notes in there. I mean, if that's the Oud, then it's definitely not Indian or Cambodian. Just my opinion. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 because if it is your cup of tea, then you will like this kind of thing. Me personally, as I say, I'm not a big musk lover, so I'm not really, you know, it's not really one for me. But I'm being impartial and giving it, you know, a 7 to 7.5 out of 10. I'd give it somewhere in that region. You factor in the price in that as well. So we'll move on to opulent Oud now, which is a lot more up my street, but there is a few problems with it as well. One of the main problems is when I got it and I sprayed it, I was like, this smells so familiar to something else, and I was just racking my brain for like probably an hour, and then it just came to me and I thought, it does smell a bit like that. So I dug my bottle out, and I sprayed it and I was like, yeah, it smells like that. And it is Lattafa's very own Sheikh Shoyuk Luxe Edition. I'm actually going to read the notes. There's not, again, for Opulent Oud, there's not really any notes. The only one of these opulent ones what does have notes listed is the Opulent Musk one. And after what I've just said about the blue one, you can kind of understand why I didn't bother buying that one. But I'm going to read the notes for the Sheikh Shoyuk Luxe, because I believe these two are very similar. And I'll tell you where the differences lie. Let me just get my notes. So, for this one, in the notes, it says, composition of the fragrance, Sheikh Al Shoyuk Luxe Edition, opens with opulent aromas of cinnamon bark, seductive rose flowers, spicy saffron, while announcing an irresistible mixture of caramel and patchouli in the heart. The base ensures sensual softness with vanilla flavours, which is blended precious woody chords, amber and ambroxan, which ensures longevity and warmth of the fragrance. Did you like that? I put on my good reading voice there. Okay, so where it will move in difference to Opulent Oud, the notes are all exactly the same, but I'll just take out the ambery notes and a bit of the caramel notes, and just replace that with an oud note, and it's exactly the same. The way that I've been describing it to people when people have been asking me is, you know how some perfumes you get like they'll release a version, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but you know how they'll have, say, here's a good one, the Armani, I can't even go into that one, I don't even know what it's called. But you know how they'll have like a perfume, they'll bring it out and then they'll sell it for a bit, and then they'll release another one and call it like exactly the same but night. So Sheikh Al Shoyuk Luxe Night, and it's virtually the same, just a bit darker. That's how you should see these two. Personally, I believe if you own this one already, I think this one probably would be a little bit redundant, because they are like really similar. As a standalone fragrance, I think it is good, but I do rate this one anyway. This one is probably a little bit more to my taste, but I think this one is a little bit more wearable. Again, if we factor in pricing, you know, I think it was £12 as well. If it wasn't 12, it was like 13. So it's about under £15, say, for a 100ml bottle. Longevity and projection, probably about the same as what the Blue Oud is. Maybe a little bit more. Probably about, I don't know, 9-10 hours longevity, and probably projects a little bit more. But this one is more suited to the colder ones, I would say. It's not really wearable right now. Overall, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Because factoring in price again, it is a very good buy. I would recommend it, but like I say, if you own this one, or you've had this one and you didn't really like it, or you have had this one and sold it, I would probably say don't bother with this one then, because they are very similar. So yeah, this was just a quick Lattafa review. The weather today is like, right now it's probably about 33 degrees where I am. I'm literally melting, so I'm waffling a little bit because I'm getting a bit delirious with the heat. But I've got an Instagram now as well, so I'm going to leave my Instagram link. So if you've got Instagram, give me a follow on there. I've just started putting stuff on, so just give me a follow, and I'm more active on that than I am YouTube anyway. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll try and do it when it's a bit cooler and I'm a bit more bit more with it. So yeah, give me a follow on Instagram, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video.